everyone, welcome to Eden's Secret. We're doing a custom order today and it's a blast from the past. One of my customers from many years ago got in touch and she really wanted a full loaf of this soap. So I'm going to make two because basically I just going to make a full batch. So the fragrance is Bite Me from Nature's Garden. If you're not in the States or Australia or anywhere, if you're in the UK, you can actually buy Nature's Garden fragrances from Sell the Smells on Facebook. If you do go over there to buy any fragrances, please let them know that I sent you. I don't get any affiliate links or bonuses or anything or any freebies, but I'd love them to know that I'm promoting them on the video. Okay, so the colours we're using today is Just Bronze 20C from Mineral Makeup Ingredients, Pink 201P from Mineral Makeup Ingredients, and Green 210G from Mineral Makeup Ingredients. So I'm just going to split the batch up a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit in here, a little bit of soap butter in here for the topping, and that'll be for the bronze. And then I'm going to do a drop swirl with the green, and then the majority of the soap is going to be pink. So I'm just pouring enough soap in here to do some bronze open stars on the top of the soap. And then this will be the green for the drop swirl and for the topping, because it's not a very high top, but it does stand up above the soap. So we'll start off by adding 1/4 teaspoonful of powder of the green into this jug. If you remember the Bubble Babe soap from many years ago, you'll know it was pink and green, one of my favourite colour combinations, but it wasn't really dense. So we're going to pop the bronze into here. Now this bronze, you do need to add quite a lot of it to get some density to it. Otherwise it'll just be far too washed out. The fluorescents are different, so you don't need as much of those. So I'm just going to leave that without any fragrance added, because the bronze will be the very last thing that I actually use, and I don't want it to set quicker than the others. So just to be safe, I'll add the fragrance to that one later on. So a thank you to the person that suggested that I mix in my fluorescents into a squeezy bottle. That's a great idea. I'm going to do that. After doing the, was it the water lily soap? Or the Pandora, I'm not quite sure. Yeah, it was the Pandora soap, wasn't it? information card in the top right hand corner now if you want to see the Pandora soap. So yeah, that's a great suggestion which I am going to use. But for this soap, I'm just going to add the mica straight into the soap batter. And now that that's fully blended in, we're going to add our fragrance. It's very, very strong, Bite Me, very strong. So you probably won't need as much of that fragrance as you do for others. It does have a medium trace and it does discolour slightly, but it's not a bad discoloration. Okay, so now let's just pop some fragrance into the green.
Have you got a Hoover bag in your Henry thing, Hoover thing?
I've got Hoover bags, yeah.
Do you run it with a bag in it?
My new one, I do.
Yeah, you should do. Have you got a Hoover bag from the leaf?
Yeah. Gets out.
Plugs the filter up underneath the motor and it stops working. If you have a bag in, it sucks the air through the bag, keeps the filter on the bottom of the motor clear, and that makes it suck better.
There you go, everyone. I bet you didn't know that.
Oh, am I being filmed?
Yes.
I
mean, if I'm making soap and the camera is right over the top of the soap, obviously...
I never saw the camera.
Obviously, I'm making soap and I'm making a video.
Right.
Right, let's find a Hoover bag for you. Right, get out. Okay, time to pour. See if I can pour it without spilling over the edges this time.
That's the old bones creaking. Can I pour some of this green in or what?
No. Everybody wants you to have a go, but I just don't know if I can trust you.
It's a cake that anybody could make that. You're gonna try doing a bit of fancy stonework. That is a craft.
That's a craft, is it? See, the thing is, like, I would praise you for your amazing craft.
Yeah,
but you can't praise me, can you?
Why don't you?
I do. When you were showing me Carlisle Cathedral recently,
yeah.
What did I say?
Oh, let me get back to my soap.
Yes, I can see. I can see. Yes, all the.
You're not interested.
I can see all the specific details that you've done.
I do anymore.
You're right. I'm not. So get out.
There's only my mum that's interested in me.
Well, you know, there's no stronger love than a mother's love.
Can I order me tea?
Sorry, Dads, if you're watching.
Can I order me tea for 5 o'clock?
5 o'clock?
Yeah.
Because you're not spoiled to death, are you?
No.
Is that when you're going to start? You'll complain about something I make for supper again, won't you? Like last night. Did you put garlic in them mushrooms? And then I just heard a load of yattering in the kitchen. Because I was in here, of course. Okay. So the drop swell is basically one of the easiest techniques you can do. And the quickest, I might add. So literally you just take your jug. Do I need to zoom out a bit? It's as far out as it'll go. You just take your jug and you just thinly dribble it along like so, down one end, down the centre and down the other end.
You haven't seen me
and
mojo,
do the same again. You haven't got one, have you?
I've lost it.
What is a mojo?
I don't know, but I've lost it.
Oh, yeah, well it doesn't take a lot these days, does it? You mean you can't get motivated again?
No.
So you're going to sit here and wind me up, are you?
I'm ready for
You
paint,
just sit down, you know, because you're the crafty one in the house. You're the one that's an artist and brilliant. You sit down while I work.
I thought you were going to say somewhere else then.
Okay, so we've still got some batter in here and I'm going to leave that for the top. So as usual, we'll just let it thicken up. And I've still got my bronze here, which I'll leave till later to pipe on the top. But I still haven't put any fragrance in that. I'll do that when it's time, when the time's right. Okay, now it's time to add the green to the top so you can see the thickness of it. And we're just going to add it on with the spoon. So we're just going to take a little bit out like that. And we're just going to drop it right in the centre. All the way along the soap. Try not to take too much. I think this might have been one of the very first techniques I ever did, because apparently, like pre, say 2005, one of the only things that had been done with soap was actually textured tops. And before that, soap was just basically a so I've got a few versions of this on my channel, and one of them just looks so much nicer than the others, and it's the one with the pipe stars on top rather than the hearts. So that's what I'm trying to achieve today, is to recreate that one. I love the shape of it, and the sides on it are really quite slanted at the top rather than an oblong block of soap on the bottom with this plant plopped on the top. I'm going to try and recreate that. So what I'm going to need is a spoon to texture the sides. Because it seems like, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. Let's see if I can hold it still and just take the spoon and go up over the green all the way along the soap like so. And do the same here. Gosh, that is so satisfying to do. So satisfying. Right, now we're going to do it on the other side. Oh, how I miss texture and tops. That is so pretty, isn't it? And I'm just going to take a kebab stick and just give it a twirl on the top, because I don't really want any great big high peaks, because I'm actually going to be piping on the top of here. I'm going to put those stars on. There we are. Wow, that's so enjoyable. Okay, so I'm using one of these Vogue bags again, and the piping tip I'm using is the Sweetly Does It 108. So that's 108L. You can see it's a curled open star. So what is that, an open star or a closed star? I think it's an open star because it has an opening in the center, and a closed star wouldn't. But this is also an open star as well, and that's got a really large hole in the center. I don't know, let me know. Let me know what's the difference. Okay, see how thick the batter is now. I'm just spooning that into the piping bag. And then we're just going to put some flowers on there. So this soap, originally I made it, the name came from another soap maker that I admired, which was Babez Bath Company. And it's quite coincidental that one of my customers asked for this soap now, because Babez have just come back to YouTube. So I'll put a link to that company in the description box below. They did like what I did, which was take a long break from YouTube. I mean, I didn't take one for a break for any particular reason. You know, nothing happened except that I was really busy, and just I didn't have time to make videos really, or I guess part of it is that maybe I didn't want to make videos, and that's why I stopped. But I really wish I hadn't stopped, because I really do enjoy it. You know, and the other thing is, I guess I didn't realise how much you enjoy it. And there we are. That is our Bubble Babes soap, scented with Bite Me. I mean, I guess an old soap would not be an old soap without glitter, would it? So let's sprinkle some beautiful black gold glitter on there. And as usual, I'll put a link in the description box below to the biodegradable glitter. And there we are. Isn't she pretty? I always call it a she. Why? Why do I do that? I don't know. Alright, we'll be back for the cutting in a second. Alright, it's now time to cut this beauty. Just a delicate swirl. Not too pink, not too green. The density is really nice actually. I've already cut the other loaf because that loaf is going to Australia. It just shows how much this lady loves my soaps, because the exchange rate to Australia is very high. It's almost double at the moment. So it's not quite double, but if you're spending £1 in English money, it's nearly $2 in Australian dollars. In Canada, their exchange rate is really high as well at the moment. So that's up to nearly $2 to the pound. But the USA is the lowest it's ever been. And euros are about the same as usual, so no changes there. So I know I've mentioned a few times that if you're in the USA, now is the best time to buy. I mean, even with the shipping on and everything, it's probably still cheaper. Okay, so we're just going to trim these up now. So actually, what I did need to tell you is, when I'm talking about the exchange rate, etc., and a slice of my soap being cheaper than if you buy from the States. It really is only cheaper if you buy multiple slices. And the reason being is the post office have put the prices up again. I thought they only put prices up in April, but seems they can do it at any time of the year, because I went in at the beginning of July, and for a parcel that was going to cost $11.50 to ship, the price has gone up to $17.50. And then I got a new price list, and I see that they've reduced the size of the parcel to get £6.50 shipping, which was 250 grams. They've now reduced that to 100 grams. They do this all the time, the post office, and they put the prices up ridiculously, and then they find that nobody's shipping with the post office anymore, because I'm not going to ship with the post office, because one slice of soap is between 150 grams and 200 grams, so I can't get one slice of soap in with the post office now for $6.50. The only order I would get is for $6.50 is an item that's 100 grams or less. Well, the massage bars are about 90 grams, but by the time you package them, they're over 100 grams. So the cost, it's just not, you just can't send with the post office anymore. It's actually as cheaper, or just a tiny little bit more expensive to ship with a courier, and it's actually worth it to choose the courier option, because I don't know what it is, but when you ship with the post office, it takes far longer than it does with a courier. I mean, some orders have been taking a full month to get there if they go into the States. And people get worried when orders take that long to arrive. So I'm sorry that the shipping prices have gone up again. But as I said, if you buy multiple products, they're still going to be cheaper than if you're buying from some people in the States. I'm not saying all soap is going to be more expensive than mine, because some won't be, but you're literally paying £5.50 for a bar of soap, as opposed to whatever in dollars. So yeah, I find this very therapeutic. I actually love doing this. And it's, sometimes people ask what I'm using. It's just a potato peeler, and I'll put a link in the description box below to one that's as similar to this one as I can find. So you'll notice the bars I'm trimming up now are slimmer, and that's if I make a custom order soap. I tend to make the bars thinner than I do for my regular bars. I don't know why I do that, but well, I mean, I guess some people have asked in the past, so that's why I do it that way. Okay, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this custom soap, blast from the past, called Bubble Babes. Very, very strong smelling, and on its way to Australia. I'll see you all very, very soon for another video from Eden Secret. If you like this video, please subscribe, like and share. Don't forget to place a comment down in the description box, and if you're going to make anything that's inspired by anything that I do here at Eden Secret, please tag me on Instagram. I'll see you very, very soon. Bye bye for now.